Here we are at the Colorado Convention Center for Denver Fan Expo. It's Friday night. We have a 3-day pass, but we wanted to come on Friday because it's usually less busy, so it's a chance to walk around the dealer's room, not have a lot of other people. They control the entrances here, so there's only really one way to get in, and it's off of Welton Street. You can see Welton Street over there. Right near Welton and 13th, the opposite side of where the light rail drops off. And then you have to go through this line here so they can check your bags. We already activated our passes online, which you have to do if you have your passes. So we just need to go in and not buy or pick up our passes because we already have them. One of the things I like is that they have a zero tolerance policy for harassment, right? Just because you're in a cosplay outfit, even if it's a little skimpy, does not mean your consent for people to come up and treat you in any way that you don't wish to be treated. And I appreciate the fact that they mean it. It is loud and cacophonous in the dealer room. Oh, it's set up a little differently this year. There's like an area here that there isn't usually, but it's so awesome. I know you won't be able to hear this because of the music behind me, but we have a Meow Wolf in town, and this is a booth that's from Meow Wolf. We went to it last October, and Josh got a token, and then he got to use it when we went to Meow Wolf around his birthday in March. Over in the corner is the Wizard's Chest, which is a local gaming store. And then there is the guy with the coasters over there. And swords over here. We're in one of the corners. And it looks like... I thought it was mystery boxes at first, but I don't think it actually is. It's just various... Well, over here is Star Wars merchandise. It looks like they have different kinds of merchandise. Oh yeah, it is kind of box of mystery stuff up there. Alright, here are the coasters as we get closer. I like those Star Trek coasters. You know me, you know I like Star Trek. And I like the Zapparanigan coaster too. And there's a Skeletor coaster. Earrings and other jewelry, as well as headbands. Over here. And towels and bags.
The electrical.
Oh my gosh, that
and there it is again.
Yeah,
that's
the Main Street
Elliot.
Electrical Parade with Elliot. That is so cool.
We can put that
I might have to get that. I want to see some of these bags over here. I'm probably going to get that. I don't need another messenger bag. We have so many, but I wanted to show you the different designs. Oh wow, the Super Pets. How awesome. They have a movie coming out soon. The Blonde Swan Fine Hats and Feather Fashions. Witches hats, Wario hats, Waluigi, Luigi, and Mario. Then they have tri-corner hats, steampunk kind of hats. I don't really wear hats, but I do like a lot of these. They look very well made. Copper Coast Confections. We bought like, I don't know, $20 worth of this last time we were here in October, and we ended up not eating any of it. It's not because we didn't like it that we didn't eat it all. It's just that we got a lot and we took it home and it kind of went into a corner and then we forgot about it and then we didn't end up eating it. But it is delicious. So I'm not saying don't get it. I'm just saying we didn't get through all of ours and it was our fault. More beautiful art prints. That Linda Carter Wonder Woman is really awesome as a pin-up. This is the artist Greg Kruvak, and here's his info.
Do you take part?
Even though this place has been here for many years, as far as I understand, I only discovered it last year. You buy a cup from them, and then you can get unlimited refills of their different choices, which is like root beer and diet root beer and vanilla cream, black cherry, birch beer, sarsaparilla, and orange cream. And you can do mixes and stuff too. If you get the cup, so you get the cup as a souvenir, it's pretty much yours, and then you can get free refills during the day or for the whole weekend. So with the cup and the free refills all weekend long, it was $69. You can also buy a lid and a straw with it. I didn't buy either of those things. And you can buy a clip, like a carabiner. I also didn't buy that. But it is worth it if you drink enough. Plus you get an actually really cool metal cup, like it's actually metal. Here's the cup we got. It actually says Fan Expo Denver on it, and then this thing tells them that we can get free refills all weekend, and then we can bring it back next year and just buy the refills. We don't have to rebuy the cup. And we have a combination of the black cherry and the vanilla cream in there right now. Here's another one that my friend Chris has. That's kind of an orange metal one, but they are like metal, and he did buy the straw along with it. Styling online is always at the con, and they have a lot of t-shirts, sweatshirts. There's socks in there too, you can see. So this is the outside, and it goes all the way around. It's like a big square, and then you can go inside too to look at the different t-shirts they have. Definitely an eclectic group of shirts. Like there's Planetary Union from Orville, love that show. And of course Star Wars stuff over there. There's Karate Kid stuff and Watchmen. Yeah, you can just kind of see all the different ones. 2 for $45. And then here's the inside of it. Pretty big. They also have some pretty cool hoodies. I've always liked this Chewbacca one. I think it's pretty cool. And I think this is a Battle Cat one. It is, and the hood has the Battle Cat head on it. That's pretty neat. Just lots of, oh, that's a Snake Eyes. Pretty cool. $60 for a hoodie. Enamel pins for sale. Again, lots of different styles, depending on the kind of geekdom you're into. They also have vinyl stickers, decals over here too. Again, lots and lots of different kinds. That's a pretty cool Clockwork Orange one there. If you're into weapons, they got them. These are pretty nice. I like that axe a lot. Pretty cool. Looks like a Captain America shield. Let me walk around the front. Sure is. Mjolnir. And yeah, more weapons. There's always lots of action figures. Different ones. Yeah, there's a whole booth here that has it. There's a lot of places like this here that have various memorabilia. Oh, those are cool. the collector's cases. We live in Colorado, so, you know, winter hats are always worthwhile. If there's anything here you like. I particularly like that Deep Space Nine one there. That looks like the hats they used to wear. It has Deep Space Nine and a baseball in it. This booth was here when we were last year too, and I love the shirts, and they're all like fuzzy too. Like
a lot of them have really cool textures to them.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. How insensitive of me.
Wow, I do love the way they feel. They have a whole bunch of different kinds of like. I love the Day of the Dead kind of aesthetic. I always have ever since I was a kid, and I like this that it's the sort of Mayan disc. Is it Mayan? I could be wrong about that. Ancient Mexican disc, and but it looks like the Millennium Falcon, and of course the Batman. I never got into Funko Pops, but they are very popular, and there's always lots of them at the con. In the independent booth, so this booth just has Funko Pops. But what I love is that no matter what fandom or what you're into, there's probably a Funko Pop for you. And there's big ones and little ones, and that's the Ecto 1. Everyone's over there. The evil groundskeeper Willie. Just an amazing amount of them. It's pretty incredible. I have a ton of t-shirts that I've bought online and at conventions that are made by this company, which is called tturtle.com. You can see it on their packaging here. These are like little grab bags that you can buy, but it's tturtle.com. But they have just cutesy, and they have like Harry Potter ones. I own that shirt. I can't adult today. I'll go around so you can see others. They have licensed stuff too, like They have Disney licensed stuff, Marvel licensed stuff. Well, the whole Disney brand, Marvel, Star Wars. These are all a lot of their originals or anything that's not licensed. Even though those ones are technically Harry Potter, they're not licensed. It's just cats wearing the scarves. But they do have a lot of different fandoms, so if you want to go there and look for shirts, I highly recommend it. They're very comfortable, they're good quality. I just bought that one right there because I'm also D&D geek. And I love this one, but I don't like gray shirts, so I've never bought it, but I think it's so cool. There is a booth here called Dragon at Heart. Some friends of ours had bought stuff from here when we first walked in. They have really cool stuff. So first of all, you can come here and get a free inspiration. And it's wooden, and you can flip it over and it tells you what it actually does in the game of Dungeons and Dragons. They have like cases where you can keep dice. Like they have little ones here, they have bigger ones there. They also have like dice towers. So like if you travel to game, you can just put that, hold your dice, and then it also turns into a tower and folds up. These are 60, those are 50. 25 if you just want the two. And I love these because I have a lot of sets and it would be really cool. I should think about getting these. They also have these here where you keep track of what your health is for your character right there. You can select the number of spells you have that you have used, and just a spell counter and a health counter. And they can only fit up to 5th level spells there, so they have a little one for the rest of them, 6 through 9. But they also have some dice boxes down here that are rollers, and they fold up, and you can keep your little mini here, and then whatever dice you want, not like the specific dice like you see here. Anyway, this stuff is pretty cool. I love the fact that people can show their geekdom in a lot of different ways. Like, hey, if you need a pot holder, you can show your geekdom that way. And then, of course, there's Star Wars stuff. There's the Office stuff with Dwight, My Little Pony, Lord of the Rings. Not sure what's going on there. Like Golden Girls. Cats, I love kitties. And The Rock, I like that one. Anyway, oh, the Futurama one is pretty cool. Anyway, you know, if you need a pot holder and you're into things like the Muppets, for example, then you can get these kinds of things. If you have a favorite show from your childhood that you have trouble finding, then you can possibly get DVDs of it here. There was much more of a market for this stuff before the internet happened. Remember when I used to go to cons, that type of thing, and we'd go to Midtown Comics in New York City, they would have walls of this stuff. So like, for example, if you want to get all of the episodes of Automan from the 80s, you can. I don't know if you can actually get that legitimately through like real DVDs because it wasn't that popular. But there's like the Electric Company, the Spidey shorts from Electric Company.
Quartermass Experiments, which are British sort of horror films.
Quartermass, okay.
Yeah, they're hard to get in the U.S.
And
Superman
the Nightman. Oh yeah, Superman the musical. Now, a lot of the stuff you can find on YouTube, but that's the thing, is that you don't necessarily need to get it here. But I'm sure not all of it. But anyway, there are a lot of things that you didn't used to be able to find, and now you can. But there's still a market for it, especially for those things that you can't find. One thing I love about the Colorado Convention Center is the big blue bear sculpture that's just peeking inside. I think that's pretty neat. I always have. It's Saturday morning, second day of the con, and we're waiting in line to get in. It hasn't quite started yet. It's not quite 9:30 when it opens. Actually, I think, according to my badge, it opens at 10 a.m. And I think it's just about, let's check my watch, 9:19 right now. So you can see all the people in line behind me. We're all broken up into different lines. Like, for example, we're in the 3-day line, which is the one that will go first. And then there's a Saturday line for people that just bought tickets for today, and they'll go after us. Starting first thing in the morning, at 9:45, there's going to be ribbon cutting ceremonies, which is technically before it opens. But it should be pretty close to where we are here. We may not see it because we're pretty far back. But you can see as we go through the day, there are plenty of things to do. Some of it's panels, some of it's photo ops with celebrities. Some of it is actual talks where they get up on the stage and people can ask questions to celebrities. And they're all listed here by time. And then you can also star anything you want to do. Like we chose that we want to go see Anthony Daniels, the actor who plays C-3PO. So we put a little star next to it, and I'll get a notification 30 minutes before that starts just to remind me. And as I go through here, some of the other ones that we're planning on going to are later in the day. But as you see, I scroll through, there's so much stuff. I really want to see Ming Na Wen. Or I guess she just goes by Ming Na. No, she's back to Ming Na Wen. She went as Ming Na for a while, so I wasn't really sure which is which. But she's Ming Na Wen. I love her in a lot of things, ever since I first saw her in Street Fighter the movie. And what else do we want to see? Matthew Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom, is here also. All of the 4 main hobbits are here too, but their big talk is at 6:30 tonight, I think it is, and I'm not sure. Maybe it's even 7:30. I don't necessarily want to wait that long. There's Henry Lewis from Harry Potter, or Matthew Lewis, excuse me. I'm getting his name all wrong. Pardon me for that. But yeah, so feel free to pause on this. I like random plushies.
Mystery boxes. Like there's
Oh yeah, these are all mystery boxes over here.
a Motu.
Single cards of different various collectible card games. More Funko Pops.
Giant child.
Stickers. Oh my, more stickers, lots and lots. This is one of my favorite booths for the sheer amount of t-shirts they have, as well as the sheer variety. Okay, so we're in a Wonder Woman section over here, but if you come around, there's a Buffy one, or shirt, or not shirt, it's like a jacket, very light jacket. But you have like the B-52s, very old B-52s. There's a whole area here of singers and bands, and coming back over here, there's that Wonder Woman section, but then you move into a Superman section, and there's a whole bunch of DC comic ones here. Even characters that are relatively obscure that you wouldn't see on their own shirts. Like, you know, there's a Red Tornado over there. A number of Justice League ones. Those are typical. Plastic Man's back there. Here's one of the Spectre. A couple of the Spectre. Samurai from the Super Friends cartoon. This is Robin's Nerd Supplies, but I wanted to draw your attention to the D100 that is just 100 sides. I had one of those way back in like the 80s and 90s. I'm not sure where it is now, but they just roll forever because they're so round. It's also hard to really tell what the top number is when you roll it. So I love them, but they're not necessarily the nicest to read or use die. But I like a lot of their sets here. I really like these big ones. $15 for that's not bad, honestly. And more over here. And they also have some enamel pins. I love the little Sleepy Dragon, which is, I think, their design, because you can see it right there, too. But yeah, Robin's Nerd Supplies, that's their design. Waiting in line to see Anthony Daniels. Looking forward to hearing some stories from somebody who played C-3PO and has been in every single one of the movies. Plus a cartoon I used to love to watch, Droids, in the 80s, during the Saturday morning cartoons.
Already on the first day of filming out in the desert being Tunisia, or, Tatooine, yes. Now, all right, I had a miracle opening because I came out 2 hours of being dressed. First of all, zip up corset here, and then kind of wiggle on panties. And by now, the original team of 2 people, there were 4 people helping me to put on my panties. It was kind of demeaning. And then they put on a leg, and the back of the leg, and then a foot, and then a leg, and another foot, and then front and back, and then arms, and then hands, and then they came at me with the neck. The clever thing was, the neck had a split down the back, otherwise, no, if I put it on like that. And there was another neck with a split down the front. Why was this?
Front and back shots.
What?
Yeah.
Shot from behind.
Yep.
Filmed from behind, exactly. The slit down the front was when the shot was there. The slit down the back was when the shot was from here. Good call. No cigar, but pretty good. Okay. But now, so I've got the neck on. And now they came at me with, imagine an Easter egg, the head, 2 pieces. It was made of fiberglass, not chocolate, sadly. Because believe me, in that heat, it would have been a disaster. So they chose to make it of plastic, okay. And the front and the back. And now I was losing my connection with humanity, with the world. But what I could hear was great scrabbling sounds as they tried to put on the kind of earring things here and here. And every sound they made, plastic on plastic, aluminum on plastic, and amplified in my head, along with sounds from down here. And then they said, it's not going in. And there were 3 holes that had to go in. Say, it was like you're going on a posh date and the elastic goes, and you think, oh, I don't feel kind of like really actually going out, you know, it's like, so I kind of wobbled there, this little set, and from that moment they chucked some plastic padding up this leg. And here's a thing that I learned from filmmaking, it's kind of obvious when you think about it. What the camera doesn't look at, you, my friends, do not see. And when the camera could drop down, you would have seen plastic wadding up here. But it didn't help my sense of dignity, you know. But we got through that scene. And then, of course, lunch, we started about 7 o'clock when the sun comes out, because you're there to use the sunlight, it's free. Obviously, the airfare is a bit of a thing, but you get free sunshine, which is going to go down at 7 o'clock in the evening, so you can work there. But of course, film unions dictate that you must have a hot meal and a cold meal choice for lunch. British crews, even in the desert, roast beef, potatoes. And so they blew a whistle and everybody ran away. And my dresser actually came up and stood in front of me because I could only see straight ahead. And in fact, the moment I got outside the sound hall, to go back for a moment, I thought, I don't know who I am. And I asked the continuity lady, and she sensed that I was saying, could you please take a Polaroid picture and hold it up so that I can see what I look like, who I'm playing today? And she did exactly that. She stood in front there. And then, when it had developed, she stood, and I had to move, so I can't say where it was, but I had to line up my eyes, and I looked at 3 people, a living face for the first time. And I kind of absorbed it, and then it went away, and we all know what happened next. George said, action. Full of enthusiasm. He was exhausted, but he spent years trying to get this film on the road, and already disasters had happened. Sets were burned down by the weather, the sound was getting in all the equipment, there was a disaster. And now he had this very British actor who was going to create one of Hollywood's greatest legends.
Oh wow, there's a bantha. That is pretty incredible, and a Tuscan Raider. And it moves. Oh wow. You can see how much more crowded it is today than it was yesterday on Friday. And I thought Friday was crowded. They're doing a little drawing workshop here, leading them, and they all have paper and
they just come right out
clipboards to do their drawings down here. Umbrella Corporation vehicle. We made our way to the food court, which is very overpriced, but as a somewhat captive audience, we might have to eat something here. We could leave and go get lunch, which we have done in the past, but we have a show that we want to go to in like an hour, and it wouldn't be enough time to get away, eat, and come back. So we are going to see if we can get something here, but the lines at this place can be so long, so we may not end up getting anything, but they do have a lot of tables for people to sit, which is real nice. Big open area, and all the food booths are essentially back there. Definitely not going to eat here because we won't have time, but I wanted to give you an idea of what they have. So there's like a Monster Burger place over there that does burgers. And they have a place here called The Hatch. And it has green chili stuff in it, but I can't tell what else from here. There is the Carvery that has some grab-and-go stuff, but the line is like here and then goes here and keeps going and going and going and going. I don't even know where the end of it is. There is a coffee place over there, and then there's a pizza place here. These are all part of the convention center. Like, I don't think they're independent, like, food places, but they never have enough.
Every year.
Every year it's like this. Wow, it's March of Star Wars cosplay. That's pretty cool. And it's still coming.
They do the fun stuff. Nerds. I like my life though, so freelance opportunities are always the best.
Here are my friends, Mr. Freeze. I love the ventriloquist. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh, the Bane looks so good.
Alright, right hand up against the basketball players.
Oh my god, this looks amazing. The Killer Croc is incredible. That is so incredible. And I love the Scarecrow. That's pretty cool.
Eric Freeze.
It is a Lego Disney, either Magic Kingdom or Disneyland. I'll go down. There's people getting in here. And you have the train station. You have a working train that goes around. And you have a trolley that goes through too. You have the fire station, City Hall. Oh, if it's City Hall, then it should be Magic Kingdom, because otherwise, I'm sorry, yeah, it's Magic Kingdom. Disneyland has Town Hall, so could be kind of a combination. Then you've got the Emporium, the Penny Arcade. That's definitely Disneyland. And
Partners.
yeah, the partner statue right there.
Donald is
And because this is the hub. Yeah, Donald is attacking with a team of stormtroopers. And oh wow, I got to go around and see what's going on.
So I think that's supposed to be.
So we got the, yeah, that's the Peter Pan's flight, carousel, the teacup ride. Oh, it's the Peter Pan boats. People in the boats for the Peter Pan ride. And there's a train station for Fantasyland. And the Dumbo ride, which is actually working,
That's amazing.
spinning around.
Trojan horse.
Yeah, it's like a Trojan bunny. Oh, it's a Trojan bunny.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Sorry, I
And
didn't realize that.
we come around here so we can see the Tower of Terror. Hollywood Tower Hotel. And you can see some of the vehicles in there, which is pretty cool. And is this, oh, it's Big Thunder Mountain. That's what this is. That is incredible. And I'm going to go back through the other side of Main Street. Oh, it's the Beast of R. And you got the Main Street Cinema. And over there is the Opera House. I think it's Disneyland from the setup. Oh no, the trolley stopped. Then we've got a little backstage area over here. This is pretty incredible work. More incredible Lego work. Here is Avengers Tower. That's pretty big. Oh, there's people with kitties outside. And wow, that's really nice. And this is from Space 1999. It's an old TV show that, God, I loved when I was a kid, but I could not tell you the single plot now because I was just a little kid when that was on. But yeah, I really enjoyed that show. I remember there was a woman who could turn into animals, I vaguely remember, and I thought she was so cool. Over here we have the Batcave. There's Alfred, who is delivering a croissant. Batmobile, some kind of Batwing, some kind of Batboat. Different Batman outfits. The red phone. Oh, it looks like the motorcycle thingy. This is pretty cool. Here's Tatooine depicting various scenes from the movies. Here's Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen all dead and skeletons here in front of the house. There's Luke and C-3PO heading off in the speeder. There's the pod racer there.
There's some Jawas.
Yeah, I saw those before. There's Jawas inside here.
They've got great
Yeah.
little details.
There's the Tusken Raider there. That's the beast from The Mandalorian.
Entry to Jabba's.
And we have a sand crawler over here, but an actual like giant sand crawler over there. I love the Ghostbusters Afterlife, Lego. I like how these Legos move there, so you've got lights underneath them. Sometimes they glow like that, and then sometimes they'll glow like that, which is pretty cool. But they have the broken barn there, the house, obviously the Ecto one. And if you come over here to the mountain, you can see that they have the sort of a portal here, and then if you go around, to the other side, you can actually see inside, where you can see the pit and the beam shooting into it. Pretty cool. And look, there's a Slimer. Heading in to see Ming Na Wen. Looking forward to seeing what she has to say about her long career. And if I get to ask a question, I'm going to ask it about Street Fighter. I wonder if other people are too.
Hi, wow, what a nice crowd. So really quick before we get into our wonderful audience questions, which I know there's quite a few, we just released Mogwai. Mogwai, exactly, Gremlins. I don't know who this is a prequel? Woo! Those are hard. It's Saturday. It's the altitude, apparently. It makes hands explode and my brain too. It's a prequel. Thank you. To the original movie Gremlins, and I play Fong. She's the mother of the character. You remember? I don't know the people who love Gremlins. The elderly gentleman, the Asian man who gave the Mogwai to the teenager, he's going to be now, it's his story of how he obtained Mogwai as a little boy, and I play the mom. Yes. And then I went back to watch it again, and as a parent, you go, wow, that was a really violent time. You know, it was really violent. It was the 80s, you know.
Yeah. And you're also a super fan for Star Wars, and you got to walk onto the Mando set. What was that like?
It was an absolute dream. It really was. I cannot express to this day the sensation of having your childhood dream become a reality. You know, it's like the best experience that anyone can have, and I hope you all get to experience something close to that. It's wonderful.
We're experiencing it right now.
Well, that's true. I am here to provide you with that experience, especially the Mulan fans. I know. Yes, I am fulfilling your childhood dream by being the Princess Mulan. So.
Practice our beauty way, which is really Are we over on the right? I know people are kneeling down at the mic, so I just want to make sure I can see. Nobody's left mic? Oh, sir.
Hello. Go closer to the mic.
Get in there like a rock star. Well, that was it. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, okay. So nervous. Anyways, my question is kind of a two-parter. Is what's your favorite of the fandoms you did, and what's your favorite Disney princess besides the one you play?
I really have to say Star Wars is still my ultimate fandom. Only because it gave me so much as a kid who was growing up in white suburbia, being Asian American. I never felt like I fit in, and my parents ran a restaurant, and so we were there a lot growing up. So like a lot of my friends were like the waiters and the cooks, and it was a form of escapism and connection to these characters who also had big dreams, especially Luke Skywalker. And so I think for me, Star Wars will always be a very special fandom. Oh, Disney Princess. Oh gosh. I love The Little Mermaid. I love Ariel. Yeah.
So we only have time for one more question. So you, sir, no pressure, but it has to be really good.
The first thing I remember seeing you in was Street Fighter movie. Is amazing and has charm and is very talented, and I hope her career blows up. I think it has. Can you tell us about your experience of being on that set and working with Rob and Julia?
Another blessing. Seriously, the late Rob Julia. Again, another charming, gracious, full of just bigger than life. He was doing it for his kids because he knew he was ill. And he kept it from us, but we could tell physically that he wasn't his usual robust self. And I have been a huge fan of Rogelia. So it was an absolute joy. And I'm so happy that, 20-some years later, we still have that iconic, for me it was Tuesday. I still love that there is a moment between the two of us that is everlasting. And he did it for his kids. They loved Street Fighter, and so that was his goal, and he achieved it.
Thank you.
Made it to the Matthew Lewis panel. He played Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter movies.
This is a bigger room than I anticipated it was going to be. There's a lot more people in here. Hello. There's a lot of police box over there. Look at that. That's fun. Hey. So many people.
I know, and they're all here for you. While you're doing that, I'm going to play a little thing with you really fast.
Okay.
That sounded a lot weird. Okay, so we're going to play a little Would You Rather. All about Harry Potter. So, would you rather have Bertie Bott's vomit or earwax speed? And you have to have one of them.
Earwax, I guess.
Earwax, okay. That seems like the safest one. Quidditch or Wizard's Chess?
Quidditch. Yeah.
Would you rather spend your summer vacation with the Malfoys or the Dursleys?
Wow.
You don't really win here, but you can lose the least, I guess, with one of them.
You're all saying the Malfoys.
They're all awful.
No, I'm going to say the Dursleys, actually.
You say the Dursleys?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Yeah, because they're not nice, but they're not genocidal maniacs.
They're just rude. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
There we go. Okay, so would you rather be Draco's henchman or Hermione's full-time assistant? Think about that.
Well, no, the assistant would be fine, because I imagine Hermione would want to do it all herself anyway. I thought she was going to sit around all day. I was nervous for nothing. That was fine. Shy, kind of goofy kid.
Were you back then?
Yeah. I mean, look, I started acting when I was 5, so I did have a relatively, you know, for my age.
How old were you? I'm sorry.
When I was 5. So I'd done about 5 or 6 years of acting before Harry Potter. So I had that kind of experience, which obviously helped. But I wasn't cast in that movie because of my acting ability. I was cast in Harry Potter as Neville Longbottom because I was Neville Longbottom. Yeah, it's true. I was very, very shy. I didn't have a hard time at school. I actually enjoyed school very much. I wasn't bullied in kind of the same way that Neville was, which I suppose is a testament to all of my school friends. Thanks, guys. But I was very shy, and I didn't speak up in class very often. I wasn't a particularly great student, and I wasn't an athlete. I wasn't. There's so many things that I wasn't. But very similar to Neville, and I suppose it could be described as clumsy as well, and very forgetful, painfully forgetful. I remember I once complained to a hotel that I left a laptop somewhere and it had gone missing, and I was blaming everyone, saying it was missing and someone's stolen it and you need to do X, Y, Z. I was about 14. I just left it on the wrong floor. I do stuff like that a lot, even now at 33. So yeah, I really was Neville. I was completely me, and so playing him wasn't that difficult for me in the early years. We kind of, as he evolved and grew, so did I, which again made the portraying that journey on screen significantly easier because we were sort of going through the same journey together.
Lots of different lightsaber styles. They're not lightsabers, they're ultra sabers because they're not officially licensed. They have lots of different colors, different styles, as you can see here. Here's the info if you're interested. I think lightsabers are so cool. When I was a kid, I would have just died and begged for one. But as an adult, I don't really have anything to do with it. So, and I don't need more stuff in the house, but I do think they're cool. Here's some more art that's available. I love, love, love that Phoenix. The Gambit looks really good too. Skeletor, nah. V1 Tech, I'm not sure if that's the name of this. But
vending machine.
There's a Zelda vending machine. This is the Then and Now Pop Culture Collectibles. These are all minifigures that are not licensed, so they can have kind of whatever they want. Bunch of different lanterns down there. And oh, there's an Evil Lyn, He-Man section. This same place also has enamel pins. Good variety. Whatever fandom you're in, they probably have something. Yeah, and it keeps going too. Oh, earrings. Looks like that same kind of enamel, but in earring form. Keychains. Or these actually look more like, kind of like rubbery than enamel. Yeah, they're more rubbery, these ones. They're pretty cool. For only $1 each, that's not bad. It's really good, actually. There's always vinyl stickers, and I love them. The whole Star Trek area. Some Transformers, Ghostbusters. I know I'm not calling out everything here, but there's just so much. Again, whatever fandom you're into, it's probably a vinyl sticker to go stick on your laptop or something. I like that Fantastic Four. It's very simple, but it's a nice color.
Always effective.
Because I don't always like the ones that are just, you know, all black. I like the ones that have color to them. But there's just a good example here of ones that are available. This place also has patches going down. Just getting an idea what's here. And they are $5 each or 5 for $20. Ooh, I like that old style Batman one. This is art by Dominic Glover. Again, lots of different fandoms. I like all the different airbenders over there. Or no, sorry, not airbenders, from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but they're different kinds of airbenders. A lot of Marvel stuff. A lot of anime stuff that I'm not very good at recognizing. But yeah, I like this style a lot around here. This is a pretty cool mashup. This is the Culture Cross booth. Has a lot of jewelry. These look like bracelets. More bracelets. Necklaces with crystals and other designs. Other kinds of bracelets. They also have clothing. These all look like just loose fitting pants as opposed to skirts. No, that's definitely, nope. Well, maybe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's a spot for a leg. Some of these might be skirts, but I think they're mostly just, yeah, see how there's a leg there? These are pretty cool though. This is Tasty Peach. A lot of anime influenced merchandise. Oh, lanyards. Very useful here for when you have to wear your badge around. I don't think I mentioned this before, but like to get into the dealer's room, you have to show that you have a badge. I'm not sure how you could have gotten in if you didn't, but you have to scan it when you first come in, and then you have to show it when you come into the dealer's room. Handmade backpacks and bags. Oh, I love that Pumpkin Mickey one. Of course I do. Chip and Dale. If you know me, you know I love Chip and Dale. $130 for this bag. $90 for that one there with Snow White. There's a Hogwarts one up there that's $110. So give you an idea of the prices. They look incredibly well crafted.
For standing there at the right time.
This booth has a lot of cosplay and or Halloween merchandise. Lots of obvious Harry Potter stuff. Master Chief stuff. More masks up there. A lot of different Marvel stuff. Spider-Man heads. Masks, not heads. They have Green Lantern rings. Oh, does not light up. Which is interesting because it says adult light up ring, but it says does not light up. And then various fake weapons and other masks. Because the convention's roots are in comics, it used to be Comicon, even though now it's Denver FanExpo. There's a number of like artists who are here that you can have sign your stuff. Josh got some stuff signed by an artist who did a lot of the Justice League International. The name of the artist is Kevin McGuire, who's sitting over there. You can see his booth. But yeah, lots of different artists. I don't know a lot of them. I recognize some names. Kevin McGuire was one that I would recognize offhand. And I recognize some of the art, although I wouldn't necessarily know the name of the artist. Josh is a lot better at that than I am because he's more into comic books than I am. But it's cool if you can come here and meet people that draw the comics that you enjoy and have them sign something. It's pretty awesome. Something I think is pretty cool is these custom frames because, like, for example, all 4 of the Hobbits are here. So if you wanted to pay money to get your picture taken with them, then you can buy this frame and then put it in there. Same thing up here. A bunch of people from the Clerks series are here. Not Rosario Dawson, though. That would have been awesome. But she is not here. But pretty much all the others are. and you could get a picture with them and put it in this frame, and so on. I like that. There's a number of Cobra Kai people here too, but I like, and you know, if you got a picture with Matthew Lewis, then you could get that. I just like the fact that they cater to who's going to be here. Corey Feldman's here from the Goonies, and there are people from Mandalorian, and as I speak, there's a Son of Anarchy panel going on. Here's the Disney artist James Mulligan, and you can see some of his art here. Oh, I love From the Haunted Mansion. That's gorgeous. I'm trying to flip a page. Spider-Man, Baymax. Sorry for the reflection. Yeah, some of these are beautiful. Well, these ones are vinyl. Those are nice. Some smaller ones. Ooh, the Bride from the Haunted Mansion. I love Hades. I really like the Normandy car here with the Shepherd being the license plate. And this is a pretty cool car as well. Oh, it's a Wonder Woman car because Themyscira is on the back. And they have the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I love how you can see the dates and everything in there. I wonder if there's a flux capacitor. Let's see. Oh yeah. You can just barely see it in there. That's pretty cool. Loving the Pizza Planet truck. With all the different characters on it. On top there. That's pretty neat too. I like this vehicle section a lot. Here are some more artists in a different area, excuse me. I don't recognize most of these names. Josh recognized a couple. Just showing you what they have. Last one down at the end is Casey Parsons. I know you can't read that from here. I bought some of these postcards over here. I'll show you at the end of the video when we talk about all the stuff we bought from here. But here's the information that you can get for the artist. And they also have pins over here. I really like some of these. This is more from the Artist's Alley. Let's give you an idea of the kind of art that they sell here. There's so much of it. Different styles, different fandoms. This is just one aisle. I like a lot of this. It's it looks like it's on metal. Yeah, it's on metal. I think they have ones that aren't metal, just regular like paper prints. But I do enjoy the metal ones. Like take a look at that X-Men one, Last Airbender. Here's the information for this person. Just gonna walk down and give you a taste of more art. Mermaids. Kind of pin-ups for guys and girls. And then on the opposite side, let's see more. Like different kinds of apparel. Namor looks pretty good.
Your beefcake?
Yeah, with some beefcake here. And then I remember these guys over here from last year. Oh, there's that puppy again, Forbidden Puppy. I always thought these were pretty neat. It's like these hands holding out just various characters. And they have them as stickers too. Earrings. More jewelry. Stuff's nice. It's enamel. It's very nice. Really last a good while. So the power went out. There's some emergency lighting still on, you can see, and then some booths have lighting because they're probably still connected to circuits that are live. But yeah, it's dark right now. Very, very interesting. This is the legging lass. Bunch of different kinds of leggings, a bunch of different fandoms.
Yep, Star Wars.
Wow, Looney Tunes.
Wonderful. Really cool.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, these are beautiful.
These are great.
Ah, I love all the dice. Yeah.
What's that? They're all custom made.
Oh, there's a Moana.
Very nice work.
Powerpuff Girls. This is MistyMountainGaming.com. They have wooden dice boxes. You can see some dice over there. A number of different, like, smells like real leather. I know you can't smell through this, but these smell like leather. Various sizes of bags. Smells great. Very colorful ones. They also have dice. $40 sets. Pretty sure they're metal. They're beautiful. I love these things, but I don't want to spend $40 for a set of dice. This place is called Luca Jackets. You can see the kinds of jackets that they have up there. And they have racks and racks of them over here. I'm going to see what an example price is if they happen to be priced. There we go. Cool. It doesn't have a price on it. I'll keep looking and let you know if I find one with a price. But you can see the style of jackets they have. Here are more of the jackets. And we asked about the N7 jacket from Mass Effect. And it was, how much, Calvin?
$250 for real leather.
$250 for real leather.
$180 for vegan leather.
$180 for vegan leather. Faux leather. Whew. After a long weekend, we made it home. And I wanted to show you all of the items that we got while we were there, and I'll do pricing if I can remember all of the different prices. So Josh is going to model for us.
Oh, okay.
Surprise! So we're going to start with the t-shirts. These were T-Turtle shirts.
These are exclusive
that we got.
cons.
Yeah,
That's
that one was a con exclusive of Howard the Duck, and that was $25. So each of the shirts were $25, or I'm sorry, no. Each of these shirts were $25. There was a deal where if you bought more, you got one free, but we only
bought like 3 or something, or 4. It was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and we only bought the one at one booth where they had some Disney merchandise, and then the next shirt Josh will show you we bought at the other booth that was sort of their own non-licensed merchandise, and so that's that one there. So yeah, each of those were $25. And then from another booth, we got these shirts. I got a Green Lantern shirt. I had that comic book with that cover, and I remember loving it. It's actually probably here in the house somewhere.
Probably.
Just need to track it down. But I did have the one. I love the artist. His name is Gil Kane. I got to meet him, and that was very exciting. But that shirt was also $25. Well, actually, it was $25 or 2 for $48. So you save a couple bucks. But Josh got an Aquaman. And what we noticed when we were buying them is that, because it's screen printing, each of them could be a little bit different. Like this one had a much more vibrant sort of orangish color than some of the other ones there. So that one was part of the 2 for $48. And then we got purchases. Yeah, pretty much the first thing we bought when we got there. You saw this earlier in the video, but this is an interesting collision of fandoms that we have, right? Because Josh is a big Aquaman fan. Obviously you saw the t-shirt. So we got that, and then we got an ampersand that's the Dungeons and Dragons ampersand, and then the Main Street Electrical Parade version of Elliot, the dragon from Pete's Dragon. And what I love about these is that, like I said, it's a collision. It's comic books, and it's Disney, and it's role-playing games.
Much more of a mix.
Yeah, all the things we like. It was 3 of those for $25.
Maybe even 3 for 20.
Was it 3 for 20? I think it was 3 for 25. Yeah. And then at that place that had the wood. There's Mike Clifford making meowing noises. At that place that had the wooden D&D like paraphernalia, the counters, for example. First of all, this is their inspiration die. I showed that in the video, but you can see it better now. And if you flip it around, it tells you what you can do with it. And those were free. You could just come up and grab one of those. And then this was their actual card. Like instead of a business card, it has their information as well as a QR code on it, which is pretty cool. And then I got a few things here. First of all, I got a couple of vinyl stickers. I love Darkwing Duck, so I need to find a place to put that. And this one from the Haunted Mansion I got because I got a new phone case because I got a new phone. And right now it just has this plain old case on it, and the Haunted Mansion one fits perfectly on it. Yeah, so I'll stick that on there at some point later today. Those were 2 of those for $5 is what it was. And then I got some postcards, and you saw this particular booth in the video. There's a Sorcerer Mickey and the Rescue Rangers and Darkwing Duck, obviously. And there's Pooh and Tigger. I have a friend who's a really big fan of Pooh. I'm actually going to send that to her. And then the Hercules one, which I really like. So those were 5 for $20. Which is pretty typical for that those sizes, right? Like 5 for $20 is very typical for postcard size stuff there. I mentioned earlier that Josh saw an artist, Kevin McGuire, and he has a couple things. So first of all, Kevin would sign up to, what was it, 3?
5 items.
Oh, 5 items without you having to pay anything. And so there he signed that there for a comic that Josh already owned.
This goes back about 37 years of a collection. It's not that old of a collection, but the storyline goes back about 37 years or so, maybe a little less. He did the artwork for much of this, which was Justice League. And everyone who knows the artist knows him because he just does
really good faces.
Really, really good faces. I'm trying to find one, of course, as we're speaking here, that will do a good job of kind of summing up what he does. And it doesn't matter what it is, even if it's just Superman.
Yeah,
it's
just
simple,
different kinds of
clean
faces that you see, and you can tell what the person's thinking, or when they're talking, you can tell because his face work is amazing.
It's that sort of wonderful little detail face work.
Yeah, like that.
I've always appreciated it,
and he also bought this Justice League. Well, hold on. There's something else in there.
Yeah, that's really funny.
So there's this Justice League poster that we bought from him for $20, and he also signed it there at the bottom. But this is your more traditional Justice League. He had a number of ones that you could buy, like for example, that what you see down there on the cover. It was very much like that. There were more people in it, kind of the whole group, but you could buy that, and he would sign it.
This sort of shot with all the people kind of looking at you is a very Kevin McGuire sort of staple.
Exactly.
And
when you see shots like this,
one way or the other, it's always been something he's done over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing I got, which is completely silly.
This one's really silly. This one was like what, $5? $3?
I think $5. It was probably
it was just a $5 vinyl sticker, but it was just silly.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's a conversation piece. And then the last things are
a few of these.
Yeah, there's
out here.
Figures for I'm sorry if you can hear my cat just meowing and meowing. He's mad that we're outside and he's not, even though he's the one who wanted to go inside. Anyway, so we've got a Doctor Strange figure. Josh got some Masters of the Universe. There's a Ram Man and an Evil Lynn, and there's her staff. I'm like, where's her staff? Oh, it fell off.
It fell off.
There's an Aquaman
and the two
and a Zodak, and this person's upside down.
That's Stratos. Yes.
That's a Stratos Faker. We got a Captain Britain figure because he's not very common to come by, and there's a Firestorm figure too. So these are all pretty good. It was, how many are these? 1, 2, there was 10 of them. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it was 10 for $30, which was, the more you bought, the better the deal was. But that was what the deal was. But anyway, so this is all the swag we got. We got t-shirts, we got some art, we got some like keychains, which we'll probably use for something different. Got the minifigs, and got a poster and some signature. So that was our swag. That's going to do it for us from the Denver Fan Expo. Thanks for joining us on this long weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.